Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. ILIANA here, and if you're already part of this wonderful family, thank you so much for continuing to watch and to support. In today's video, we are going to be just doing a whole bunch of new makeup that I received and I ordered from Ulta, stuff that I received in the mail, just a bunch of random new stuff that is new for me. It's not necessarily all completely new, but there's a bunch of new releases in here as well. Before we get into today's video, as always, make sure that you subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell so you are notified every single time that I upload. Make sure that you give this video a big thumbs up. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into another video. Hold up. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start by priming the face. Now, I got sent these from the brand So Fresh, So Clean. They actually sent me this little package. Now, the first one is step 1, which is cleansing. Then there is a step 2, this is exfoliating. And then step 3, which is the moisturizing pads. It's just a bunch of pre-moisturized pads that come in this little container. So this is what the first step is, and this is the cleansing one. So we're gonna go ahead, grab one of these out of the little container and go ahead and just cleanse the entire face. Now, I have been using these for a couple of days now, and I can say that I really do like the way that they actually leave my skin. They leave my skin feeling nice, fresh, and ready for the day. The next one is the exfoliating pad. So we're gonna go ahead and take these. So this helps smooth and brighten, and then just use it all over the face. All right, so we're gonna just let that sink in, and in the meantime, we're gonna talk about the third and final step. This is the moisturizing step. So this actually has coconut milk and oatmeal. This helps to nourish and hydrate. So this is what the packaging looks like on the third one, and we're gonna go ahead and just moisturize. So the brand also sent me 3 little facial sprays, and this is what they look like. They are really tiny and cute. So each of these little facial sprays does have like its own thing that it's supposed to help your skin with. This first one is the aloe vera, cucumber, and tea tree. And then we also have a lavender, vanilla, and chamomile. And then we have an orange, lemon, and grapefruit spray. So the one that I'm gonna be using today is this orange, lemon, and grapefruit, and it contains vitamin C that helps brighten the skin. So that's what I want to go ahead and do. I like using this one in the morning and the other 2 more like part of my nighttime routine. So I just want to give the skin some nice vitamin C, some moisture to go ahead and brighten up the skin and make my makeup look a lot brighter and fresher throughout the day. So the next thing that I'm going to be using on my skin is, this is something that I actually received in my BoxyCharm for this month. This is the LMS Pro-Collagen Rose Facial Oil. You guys saw this in my last video. If you have not seen that video on my BoxyCharm for December, I'll go ahead and leave that somewhere up on the screen for you guys to go ahead and check out as well. It's a lot of steps to prep the skin for even any makeup for today, but I like to take my time and really prep my skin so that way my makeup applies very nicely, because as you guys know, you need a good base to be able to have a good foundation of base and all that stuff. So the last and final thing that I'm going to be doing to prep my skin for my makeup application today is going in with this Ofra. This is a Talia collab. This is the Royalty Vitamin C Moisturizer. This is the packaging of this one. I actually received this in a giveaway and have been really liking it. As you guys can see, I have had a couple of hyperpigmentation marks from my pregnancy. I'm not sure why I have those. They're not even like blemishes or anything. They're just hyperpigmentation. So I'm all about the vitamin C because that can really help lift the dark pigments in your skin. Now that we have everything already ready to go for our makeup, we are going to be going in straight to the brows. This is the Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Micro Brow Pencil, and this is in the shade Brunette. So this is the packaging. It does seem to have a fine tip, and then the spoolie on the other side. So let's see. Okay, so I went ahead and I finished up my brows, cleaned them up a little bit. This one's looking a little funky, so we're not gonna mind her. She's kind of having her own day today. And today we are gonna be using the 3503 palette. This is from Morphe. This is the Fierce by Nature palette. It does come with a little protective film, which I just took off, but this is what the inside of the palette actually looks like. It is beautiful, gorgeous colors. I absolutely love the colors in here. I'm gonna take this shade and kind of set my lids. This is the shade Trance. Just kind of put this all over the lid just to kind of set that concealer. Dipping into this shade right here, I believe this is called Warning Label. I'm gonna be taking a fluffy Wet n Wild blending brush and I'm gonna just dip into that and mix it in with a little bit of a more neutral shade. That is such a pretty shade. I don't want to do anything too crazy or go too wild with the palette. I want to do something a little bit more soft today and see where this look takes us. Really focus it on the outer corner and then blend it right into the crease all the way to the inner corner. Grab another Wet n Wild blending brush and just dip into that Hypnotic shade. This is a little bit more purple, and focus this in right on the outer corners. I'm gonna grab like a flat brush and I'm gonna just grab some of that Trace shade and just place it like right over the lid. Okay, so I went ahead and I did the other eye. I threw on some lashes. The lashes that I'm using today are the Ardell Faux Mink. This is in the style 811. I usually don't use Ardell lashes, so this was something that I picked up just because I wanted to try something different for my lashes today, and actually really like them. They're super lightweight. The only thing is that the band is really thin, so it's a little hard to like work with. Some people like super thin bands. For them it's easier. I like a little bit of a thicker band, but they were absolutely doable. I did like them, and they are a really nice butterfly effect, so I can't complain there. Now I'm gonna go ahead and just apply some primer. I don't have any new primer, so I'm gonna just use my regular Pore Blur primer. For today's foundation, we are going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to go ahead and be mixing two foundations. Now this one I did previously mention in one of my previous videos. I did an entire video on this brand. This is the Hailey's Reset Liquid Matte Foundation. If you guys have not seen that video, I'll go ahead and leave it somewhere on the screen so you guys can check it out as well. But I'm going to be mixing it with this newer foundation. This is the Covergirl TruBlend Matte Foundation. This is in the shade Classic Ivory. So this is the packaging on this one, and you guys have already seen my Hailey's Beauty. Okay, so I went ahead and I poured some of both of them, and I just went ahead and mixed it. Go ahead and move the hair out of the way. And then I also want to drag it down on my neck, obviously, so we are one even color. Okay, so the combination of these two foundations is actually really pretty. I like the finish of it. It's like not too matte, but it's not like a dewy combination either, because they are both pretty matte foundations. However, they're not extremely matte, and since I did apply some dewy stuff underneath, like the rose oil, the moisturizer, and all that stuff, I did make sure that my skin was nice and prepped. So I'm gonna actually just be going in with my BH Studio Pro Total Coverage Concealer. This is in the shade 102. This is the packaging of the concealer. So this concealer is super full coverage. The only thing is that it does dry down very fast. So I'm gonna go ahead and take some of this GC Hydrating Facial Mist, and this is actually called their Mystified, and I'm gonna go ahead and spray that all over my face and then just press it down so I can get a little bit more moisture in my face. Ooh. Okay, so that did help really bring a little bit more moisture back into the face. I'm gonna go ahead and set my face with my Fit Me Maybelline powder, and then we're gonna move on to the next product. Okay, so moving on to the face, I'm gonna go ahead and use this new e.l.f. Beautifully Bare Natural Glow Face Palette. This is what the packaging looks like for the palette. I love the packaging on this. It's like, this is really pretty. So I'm guessing this is the bronzer, the highlighter over here, and then the two blushes right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick up some of that bronzer and just kind of bronze up the face a little bit. Ooh, I like that. With a fluffier brush, I'm gonna go ahead and pick up some of that bronzer and just kind of bronze up the rest of the face. I really like the undertone of this bronzer though. I'm gonna go ahead and just mix the two blushes together. The only thing is that the pans are kind of small, and since I do use pretty big fluffy brushes, it's like really hard to really get in precisely into like one pan without really going into the one next to it. But I really like the payoff of this palette. It's really, really nice. It applies very, very nicely, blended out smoothly, so I really, really do like this palette. Now, this is something that I am super, super excited to be jumping into. I'm going to be going in with the Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics loose highlighter, and this is in the shade Extra. I am so excited to be using this today. Like right off the bat, the packaging looks so pretty. It has her name on it. It has like a frosty container. I'm going to go ahead and just take a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and go in with a Real Techniques brush and just kind of take a little bit. I don't know how pigmented this is, but from videos that I have seen, it does look very, very pigmented. So, whew, that is so beautiful. I love that. Let me go ahead and take a little bit more to do the other side. Now that is a Jaclyn Hill highlight. That is so pretty. A little bit on my nose. I'm gonna like go too crazy with this and my face is gonna be like a little snow glow, but it's such a beautiful shade. It blends out so nicely. It was a little pricey. I believe it was like $24, but I mean, like, that's really, really nice. I'm going to go ahead and outline my lips really quick, and then I'm going to take one of these glosses that my sister-in-law actually gave me. This is the Tarte lip gloss ornament set. This is what the packaging looks like. I'm going to go ahead and outline my lips, put on some lipstick, and then throw one of these on. I'm going to go into this package, and I'm going to actually be taking this one right here. I don't know if it has a shade name. This is in the shade Twinkle. So this is what the packaging looks like. These are super cute. It's like a little ornament set. Ooh. Super glossy. Ooh, it has a good, it smells kind of good too. I like that. That is really, really cute. Alright guys, that pretty much wraps up today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed this little tutorial / first impressions of a whole bunch of new makeup. I really like a lot of these products. None of these seem to really fail on me. These are pretty much all thumbs up in my opinion. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you soon in my next.